Welcome to Hood Colors for the hood. You only come on Hood Colors if your music really good.
Hood colors, hood colors, hood colors.
Welcome to Hood Colors, horse.
Oh shit. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Hood Colors. I am your host, Blue Cocaine. What's going on, niggas and bitches, kings and queens? You know what side you stand on. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. Today I have a very interesting guest, but before we get into that, can I just say that nigga, we getting money. And what I mean by that is we got a sponsor. Y'all see that? Y'all see that lovely little sticker down there? OG Delights, my guy. I look like a crackhead up here covered in this powdered sugar, busting down these beignets. And I'm telling you, they're smackable. Not to mention, y'all see this right here? We got starting to look more like a little space, you know? We got a pillow. Well, you know, got pillows in their trap. Me. Anywho, I'm going to let my next guest introduce himself so we can hop right on into what we got going on today.
Peace, y'all. Alan Thomas, Divine Being, Archbishop of Decatur, Selector Forecast, the Weatherman. I'm here, baby. East Side, Decatur. What's poppin'?
Him said the weatherman.
That's right, the Weatherman.
How you feel about these beignets?
I love them.
I ain't heard you say nothing since this bag touched down.
That's how you know they good. They ain't got nothing to say.
I feel it. Definitely shouts out to the chef, because boy, let me tell you, only something this good can allow you to like be this dirty and be okay with it.
I'm gonna go ahead and put these down.
What's a funnel cake to a beignet? That's all I'm gonna say.
Man,
So what do you do, Mr. Allen?
I do a lot. I make art. Like I said, I feel like that's a good way to describe it. You know what I'm saying? I'm my main medium is music. I like to rap and produce, and also make videos. And I mean, I'm an artist. I think at the foundation. I think pretty much I could tell you're an artist as well. You probably do more than just one thing. Oh, I know this is not an interview for Blue Cocaine. I was just wanted to put that out there.
No, I'll just be here. Yeah, I'll just be here.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho. So like in terms of art, what type of art are you normally like into? Like what do you get get down with?
Like I said, my main medium is music. I do make hip hop, rap music, as far as like beats and stuff, and soul. You know, I like to say I make soul music really at the foundation of me. You know, I came up with my mother, and she listened to a lot of, I mean, different kind of genres of music, but I feel like it's all rooted in soul. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's like, people might say like rock music or, you know, soft rock, Celine Dion or Shania Twain. I feel like it's all got a soul in it. And so I feel like I try to, you know, touch that kind of thing with my art. Even if I'm making videos, I'm making soul art.
See what you did there. I have powdered sugar on my face.
No, you good.
You sure?
I am.
I would hope you would tell me.
I would.
We're in front of millions of people.
There's no powdered sugar on her face.
I'm gonna trust him, y'all. I know it's on my fingers, but don't mind that.
I'll be licking my fingers. No shame. It was good. Salute the chef.
I'm not done yet, so I didn't want to like. It's a premature leap.
I do it. I'm not finna touch the pillows and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, gotta watch you now. Now I gotta watch you. It's not okay. I'm sorry. I'm a different level of high today. It's 2 different strains of weed. You ever did that before? Like smoked a blunt of sativa and then smoked a blunt of indica?
Yeah,
And
I have.
they were both very.
I kind of it had the same effect that it's having on you right now, where it's kind of like, oh,
Yep.
get to lean on. You know what I'm saying? That's not a whole lot to say.
So what else do you do?
I read. I play video games. I work out. I cook.
What you be cooking?
I cook.
You can't come up here and say you cook to somebody that cook.
I won't say I cook with however many K's you put at the end of it, you know. But I could
Not
cook.
enough to be racist.
I could throw down. You know what I'm saying? If you put me in the kitchen, you need me to cook something, you'll like it.
Something like what?
Pasta. I like curries. I make a lot of different curries. Tacos. I guess not. I can't. I may not be. I'm not like a roaster, baker, smoker guy, but it's like, you know, if we got some stuff in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying, rice, vegetables, like I'm gonna make something that's not a struggle meal. You know, I can make something that's, oh shit.
What's a struggle meal to you?
A struggle meal is like, you know, I mean, if we got, like I said, if we got some bread, some rice in the kitchen, and that's all we got, and maybe like a thing of ketchup, some niggas is gonna boil the rice, toast the bread, put some ketchup on, you know what I'm saying, and then put it together. I know I done it before, you know what I'm saying, just kind of make whatever you got, and then just smush it together, and then eat it when you get hungry.
So with those same ingredients, what would you have made since it's not gonna be a struggle meal?
I might use the
come on, chop
how can
chef.
I would have to think about it a little bit. Maybe those weren't the best ingredients to just kind of to grab out the sky.
Ketchup, wheat bread, and rice.
Right. I mean,
I ain't got no vegetables.
I wouldn't just make like a fucking toasted rice sandwich with ketchup on it. I'll twerk it. I'll twerk it a little bit, but I would probably find some other.
Instead of putting the ketchup on the toast, I put the rice on the toast first and drizzled the ketchup on top.
Well, you know, you might be able to take the ketchup and maybe make a little.
If you say puree, I'ma fucking lose it on this sofa.
I wasn't gonna say puree, but maybe like I could maybe make like a roux first. You know, get some flour or something and some butter and then
ketchup roux.
I mean, this is what, if we just got it in there, you know, I might be able to.
No, I'm here for it. Come on, what we doing with it?
Might
we got
like
ketchup roux,
right? You know, and make almost like a gravy, you know, and then we got like rice and gravy. It still got that tomato in it, you know what I'm saying? The
tomato
the fake
gravy
ketchup
over rice.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it sounds bad, but I feel like if you didn't know what's it would also, the toast might be.
Oh, this not regular toast. We finna freak the toast.
I would find, like I said, I would just find a way to twerk it to where if you didn't know what the ingredients were, you would be like, oh shit, like.
What's like the least you've ever had to work with? If you say ketchup, rice, and bread.
Oh,
for these things.
Fuck. I mean, I'm a ramen noodle chef.
That don't count.
Chef. I mean,
that don't count.
What you mean it don't count? I mean, I guess because everything kind of come with it,
exactly.
But you can still, you can take it a lot further than.
We talking meals.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm talking I'm talking about the least amount of groceries possible
I feel like I can't
ramen
even.
noodles don't count because they're a meal within themselves. Oh shit.
Ramen, I disagree with that. But if if you got it, you can eat a couple bags. I eat a lot. I don't look like it, but I eat a lot. So I have to have a couple bags of noodles to get me by in a meal.
But what I'm saying is, it don't matter what you. All you're doing is adding garnish at that point, or you're adding things to it,
Right.
like meats,
Right.
vegetables, and
Right,
stuff
right,
like
right.
that. You're basically just adding it to the broth and the noodles that's already.
You could
Unless you don't use the seasoning packet.
you could but what you could do is instead of using the broth, you could have it like a regular, almost like another pasta dish. You know what I'm saying? You could.
Men's is making ramen noodle spaghetti.
Right, or maybe like a Parmesan. If you got some chicken, you know what I'm saying? You could.
Top ramen.
Sure.
It's the noodle.
I mean, the noodles are still, you gotta rinse them. You can't just, throw them straight up in the. I rinse the noodles.
You rinse
I rinse the noodles.
ramen noodles.
Yeah.
You supposed to put that motherfucker either on the stove in a pot to boil and let it rock, or you throw that bit in the little Tupperware container you can't get the spaghetti stains out of, and you put water, butter in them, and you put it in the microwave for 4 minutes, because we all know 3 don't do it.
I can't remember. Yeah, I do 5 minutes actually, but I heard somewhere that, and maybe this is my this is my black superstitious side coming in, but I heard somewhere that the noodles are coated with like plastic, so I rinse them.
What you rinse them with?
Water, tap.
It's regular tap
Is
water.
that regular tap water?
And they get all the plastic off.
Who knows? I guess this is you. If you calling my bullshit right now, I got my hands up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Bill Nye with the noodles, but I do rinse them, and I can taste a little bit of a difference. You should try it when you go home. If you got some noodles, rinse your joints before you put them in the microwave.
I don't even know where I would begin to rinse my. I don't even know if I would feel okay standing in my kitchen rinsing no packed noodles. Like, this ain't no fresh pasta. Anyways.
Sometimes I use life water instead of regular water with the noodles.
Man's name's different.
Oh yeah.
Anywho. So what is like a day-to-day look like for Alan?
Definitely like in order, or just like stuff that I would do. Prayer, working out, music, my people. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of seeing what my folks is up to. You know what I'm saying? Family. I guess that's how you put it.
Do you do cool stuff?
Honestly, not really. I'm kind of a homebody. You know what I'm saying? I more than likely on a regular day, if you hit me up, I'm in the crib working on music. Or maybe watching The Wire. I've been watching The Wire lately from the beginning. I've never seen it, so I've been starting it over.
You don't have like fun hobbies or?
I mean, music is my hobby for the most part. I try to. I'm still
Add it to the compilation production.
Right. I'm definitely someone where art is pretty much the majority of my thought process. I'm always trying to do things that I think if I'm doing something cool, I'm trying to make something that's cool, that looks cool. Like, even if I'm shooting a video or something, I'm constantly like, just like in my head, like, what can I do that's like something different than what I did before? I'm definitely doing something like that. I might, maybe, and my partner Naya, they always trying to get me to do all kind of stuff. Like, let's go out, go drinking, go just, and I'm kind of awkward. So I don't really go out, and do any of that stuff. I might go to a club and dance, but I don't really talk to people. I like to dance. I'm a dancer. I like music.
You be dancing like hell.
I'm not a. Come on now, don't.
You be dancing like hell.
I might do a little 2-step. You know what I'm saying? I'll vibe. I like music. I like the atmosphere.
Let me find out you be step up to and crucial on Wednesdays.
No, not at all. You know, I'm definitely not gonna. I got homies that do it too. You know what I'm saying? I actually was a b-boy in high school, but I'm way out of.
You was spinning on your head.
Not spinning on my head, but I had a little top rock. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Legs get to going.
Right.
There's no stopping them now.
Salute my boy, Doper Skiller, b-boy Doper Skiller, man.
See, you don't dance no more.
Nah, not anymore. At least not on b-boy anymore. But like I said, if I go to the club or if I'm at a party or if we're at a show and the DJ's playing, I'm dancing.
How did you get into like b-boy? You said high school?
Yeah, my boy, my homie, b-boy Doper Skiller. He was a b-boy, and we was all in the hip hop, and he just kind of, yeah, he kind of was just like, hey bro, let me teach you how to b-boy, and I was like, all right. And that was it.
And you was just with the shit.
I mean, I had to learn, obviously. You know what I'm saying? It was a process.
But, like, what made you want to be like, yeah?
I love the culture. I'm a hip-hop culture kind of guy. I grew up with just, around people who love, other than my mom's. My mom's was not a hip-hop person, but everybody else pretty much that I grew up around, we all loved hip-hop. And so b-boying, learning how to do that was just one of those things where it's like, yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? I get my tag on sometimes. I was a DJ before I started rapping.
This man is a 1980s hip-hop legend.
I was born in 1990.
You a time traveler?
No. I think that the thing is, I think that a lot of people, even now, I think a lot of people who are talented within the culture, hip hop culture, they do multiple things. Like, you don't just rap or MC, you also make beats, or you probably DJ.
I get that.
Right.
But in the sense of one entity harboring the ability to tag, b-boy, DJ,
please don't.
and rap.
Let me preface
You like
what
a hip hop Pokemon.
I gotta preface what she's saying. Please do not approach me like you be breakdancing, Alan. Cause no, I don't. I'm an old man now. I'm an old man now. No, I am not a b-boy. You know what I'm saying? But I did know how to break when I was younger. I might be able to pull it. Like I said, I got a nice top rock. I got a little footwork. I could probably do a little something. But please don't put no cardboard box out on the ground.
Boom box.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Interesting. Do you have a platform of your own?
When you say a platform, what do you mean?
Like, for like artists.
I do have a that's interesting you say that. I don't look at it as a platform, but I do a series where I produce.
Getting to the bottom of where I know you from.
I do a series. Yeah, I'm a producer who I usually highlight artists that I know, that usually mostly vocal artists, rappers, singers, called the Weatherman Features. Yeah. That's interesting you call it a platform, because I really just see it like, I'm just making music with my people, and then I shoot them doing the songs we made and then put it out.
Who made you start calling yourself the Weatherman?
My homie, when I first started DJing, I was struggling to try to find a DJ name, and I had a friend of mine who on Twitter, man, he just had his how you got your @ name and then you got the name that you so his name, the name was Forecast, and I just like, oh look, I like how that looks. And I asked him, I was like, yo, can I use that for my DJ name? He was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't even know why I put that shit up there. So I started calling myself DJ Forecast when I would DJ parties. And eventually I just dropped the DJ because I feel like DJ's a little, I like selector a little more. And so Forecast, yeah, selector. I think that's what they call him in.
He's not a DJ, he's a selector.
Right. And I think that when you think about the forecast, you think about the weatherman. So it's kind of just an alias, an AKA. you know, it helps come up with clever bars. Or if I'm writing, you know what I'm saying? If I get stuck, I'll just be like, okay, maybe I'll just throw the weatherman thing in there, come up with a rhyme for that.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier, me and you was talking about, before you know the cameras cut on and stuff like that. We were talking about cancel culture not giving alternatives.
Oh yeah.
So
That's interesting. As far as like, cause we were specifically talking about food, wasn't we? Or like not even. It was like, don't fuck with this because da 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 da. And it's like,
but you don't give me nowhere else to eat.
I mean, that's why I cook. But you know, I mean,
but that's a very small grain on a very big spectrum. Like, we're talking about food right now, yeah, but like, it's girls on the internet that are making like valid points. Like, there are clothing companies that they have, you know, found that, you know, fit their body types. It's very hard for women to find clothes on a low budget. It still look nice and stuff like that, and your clothes fit. Mm-hmm. So when they find certain,
you think so?
I know that for a fact.
Okay.
As a woman who has to buy clothes, a lot of my clothes are like dude clothes.
But the thing, you know what's interesting? Women can look good as fuck in dude clothes.
Because y'all shit is cut to perfection.
Right. It's like, one thing I'll say is that women, y'all honestly can look bad as fuck on a budget. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, I mean, unless you know how to really dress, you know, niggas that come out thrift store fits, you know what I'm saying? You might be a little hurting, but, you know, chicks, I remember Fonte saying this once. He was like, well, chicks could be like, you know, I got this, you know, my shoes, they my cousins, your purse, you could have made it out the drapes. You know what I'm saying? And like,
niggas got that same ability. I just gotta apply ourselves.
But it
to some it comes natural. So you can't even say that about women, because it's not a secondhand thing for women.
I just think that y'all. The thing is, I feel like women are more into accessories. So it's like the accessories really accentuate that style too, and y'all can do a little more with that on a.
I feel like men do the same thing. We
can't accessorize on the budget. You can't get no budget change.
Yes, you can. It is a person. It's a per whatever the case may be, case to case basis.
I suppose
it's a people thing. Like, you either got style or you don't. You just gotta
all I know
figure it
is
out.
Whenever and maybe I'm thinking in terms of when I'm thinking about. When you look stylish, I mean, like if you walking down the street and somebody was to look at a guy or a girl and they be like, oh damn, they look good. Like, more times than not, they look at a dude. They looking at his shoes. They looking at what kind of jewelry he got. You know what I'm saying? What kind of fit? You know.
And guess what? If that nigga can dress, none of that shit finna matter. Anywho,
hold on. So when you say can dress, what do you mean?
It's subjective. It depends on what you like.
Okay.
Some women like a clean cut guy. Some women some women are simple. They like gray sweatpants and a beater with the gold chain and some sneakers. Like, some
like
women
the
want them
fits.
suited and booted.
Yeah.
Some chicks want the skater fits. Some chicks want the little rocker dude with the baggy pants and the chains hanging off his shit. It just depends on what you like.
I mean, yeah.
Style is subjective.
I guess even if you check out personal preferences, which, well, no, I guess you know what, you're right.
Style is subjective.
Style is
Thank
subjective.
you.
But let's get back to what you were saying originally, where it's like certain brands, it's like if we cancel them,
somebody either need to drop an alternative or need to just go ahead and tell me where to go.
Right.
But don't just leave me out in the wind, because in that circumstance, like, when you find somebody that's like good to shop with, it's very hard to find somebody else whose material fits you the same.
The thing is with cancel culture, dog, if we're gonna cancel somebody or a company or a corporation for whatever the reason, maybe if it's racism or let's say it's racism. I mean, come on, dog, you gonna have to stop doing a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop shopping at IKEA. You gotta stop driving certain cars. You can't eat. So it's like,
Well, you know the thing with cancel culture, it's never about who we're canceling because we feel like they've done us some type of wrong. It's just who we're canceling right now because
at the
they got
moment,
caught.
right? Okay, yeah.
In a couple of weeks, though, we're not gonna give a fuck.
Or or some people will act like they give a fuck. Oh, such
For the cause,
right?
But like I said, in a couple of weeks after nobody else is talking about
That
it,
for the cause shit is so.
I'm not gonna be talking about it either.
It's like most people that be on that, they're not even outside. They're not in their communities. You know what I'm saying?
not off
Really
the
helping
porch.
people.
But that's neither here nor there.
Right.
I don't want to get into semantics.
You're right.
About people who don't do their due diligence.
Or do anything.
For that matter. Is that a Pokeball? I'm not going to get into that.
It is. It is.
So, is there anything
it's
else?
the friend ball, actually.
Aww.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything else you would like to tell our Hood Colors audience? Any info you like to drop? Projects coming up, social media platforms they can find you on, etc.
My name's Alan Thomas. You can follow me on IG at Alan Thomas, ALLEN Thomas. That's Alan spelled the right way, not Alan. I'm on Twitter. It's Alan Thomas backwards, so it's Samet Nella. I'll let you do the spelling. It's let me see. By the time this drops, I will have put out a compilation of tracks that I've worked on with a bunch of people called the Weatherman Features. We talked about that earlier, but it'll be officially dropping tomorrow from the day we're recording this. Salute to my boy TR3. This is his podcast. He will also be featured on that compilation.
Wow.
I'm also I just released a tape with my partner, Nia Lyrical, called The Family Orchestra. It's a self-titled piece. The Family Orchestra is all one word. You can check that out. It's on all streaming platforms. Yeah. East side, dog. We in here.
This has been another episode of Hood Colors by Niggas.